Ms. Lane, can you confirm the last four digits of your social security number? Yeah, it's 7721. Why? We've noticed some unusual activity. Your account was emptied 3 days ago through multiple wire transfers. What? No. That's not possible. I haven't touched that account in weeks. I'm sorry, but the transactions were authorized using your credentials. I didn't authorize anything. I'm afraid the funds are gone. I sat in silence. The bank representative's voice turning to static. I stared at the phone, then at the ceiling, then down at the floor like the answer would be there, lying between dust and betrayal. After I hung up, I checked my email. 3 job rejection letters companies I'd never even applied to. Then came a ping. Your Amazon order has shipped. I hadn't ordered anything. I opened the details. Lululemon, Apple Watch, dog treats. No. I ran to the closet. My black coat gone. The red heels I wore to my graduation gone. Leo's leash gone. I clicked open Instagram with trembling hands. There she was, Leela, in my coat, in my apartment, holding Leo. Caption, grateful for this new chapter, love and healing. My name was tagged. She tagged my name. I dialed her number, straight to voicemail. Hey, it's Leela. Leave something sweet. Sweet. Was this some kind of joke? I called again. Nothing. I texted. Where's Leo? Why are you in my apartment? No reply. Another message. Leela, I'm not playing. Call me. Now. Still. Nothing. I stormed out of the apartment. Well, not mine anymore. Apparently, and went straight to her old place. Empty, like she'd never lived there. The mail slot had nothing with her name. I sat on the curb, dialing her again. Voicemail. I was shaking. Someone walked past. I didn't look up until I heard. Ever. I turned. Some from work. You okay? You look pale. I think my best friend stole my life. He blinked. Sorry. What? My account's wiped. My clothes are missing. My dog is with her. She's using my name online. She's in my apartment. Wait, Leela? Yes, you're sure? She tagged me. Look. I shoved my phone into his hands. He scrolled, then whistled. That's your couch. And my dog. And my coat. His brow furrowed. She always gave me weird vibes. You said you liked her. I said she was hot. I didn't say I trusted her. I gave a bitter laugh. He handed the phone back. What are you going to do? I don't know. I thought maybe this was a mistake. But I think she planned this. Sam frowned. That's crazy, is it? I stood. She helped me set up my bank app last month. She borrowed my ID just to renew her license faster. She offered to watch Leo while I was sick. You gave her your passwords. I thought I could trust her. She was my best friend. He hesitated. You should talk to the police. I can't even prove it yet. She has everything. Sam paused. Come with me. Let's get you somewhere safe. I followed him in a daze. His apartment smelled like cinnamon and old books. I sat on his couch, knees pulled to my chest. I feel like I'm in a dream. A nightmare, he muttered, handing me tea. I sipped it, staring at the wall. She was there when my mom died. She held my hand. She's sick. Aver, she said I was her only real friend, that no one else got her. I believed her. He crouched beside me. I believe you. We'll figure this out. I nodded, not trusting my voice. A new ping. Lila Monroe _ just posted a story. I tapped it. She was laughing, spinning in my living room, wearing my robe. Fresh start, fresh vibes, she said. Cut out the toxicity. I dropped the phone. She's turning me into the villain. I whispered. Sam looked furious. She can't keep doing this. I stood. She already did. She took my life, then take it back. I looked at him, tears stinging my eyes. He didn't flinch. I don't even know where to start. We'll start by proving it's yours, one piece at a time. I breathed out. She has everything. You still have you. I almost left. Whatever's left, I mean it. Your memories, your truth. That's how you win. He was right. Or I needed to believe he was. Because if I didn't, Then maybe she really did erase me. And I wasn't ready to disappear. Not yet. She said she needed my password to help me pay rent online. I was sick that week. Remember? Sam rubbed his forehead. You gave her your banking login. I thought she was helping me. I sat at the edge of his couch, gripping the mug. She told me to rest, she said. I got you, Aver. I believed her, okay? But that doesn't mean what? I snapped. Doesn't mean she used it to empty my account, change my passwords, move into my life. I'm not saying it didn't happen. I just am. I don't know what to say. Say you believe me. He looked at me, really looked at me, and then nodded slowly. I believe something's wrong. I do. I swallowed the lump in my throat. She started small. Borrowed a sweater here. Took a photo of my driver's license. Said it was just in case I lost it again. You lasted for like a day. She found it under the car seat. Or said she did. Some sighed. She's been planning this. I let the silence sit. It made my skin crawl. Do you remember when my mail started disappearing? I asked. I thought it was the post office. She said it was probably just misdelivered. Sim sat up straighter. How long ago? For months? Then she started offering to pick it up for me. Damn. Yeah, damn. I stared at the blank wall. Every red flag was waving in my face. I just kept folding them like laundry. She manipulated you. She loved me. Or said she did. Sisters forever? That's what she wrote in my birthday card. He didn't answer. And now? I whispered. She's wearing my clothes and cuddling my dog and pretending my life is hers. Sam leaned forward. We'll fix it. We'll go to the police. Get a lawyer. With what money? I barked a laugh. She drained me. Before he could answer, my phone buzzed. A message from Mrs. Gomez. Mija, I saw Leela again. She had your dog. She used your keys. Sam peeked over. Who's that? My old neighbor. She lives 2 floors below. She's the only one who remembers me now. He frowned. What did she say? I read the text aloud. He nodded. Proof. Kind of. I doubt the police will take it seriously. Hey, my neighbor saw someone walk a dog. Still, it's something. I messaged her back. Did you hear anything else? Anything weird? Almost instantly, she told the landlord she's you. She said you were traveling for work. I nearly dropped the phone. She told the landlord I'm out of town. Sam stood. That's identity theft. I looked up at him, throat dry. It's more than that. It's like she erased me. He hesitated. You're still here, am I? Everyone loves her, Sam. She lights up every room. She's the girl who brings cupcakes to the office, who remembers birthdays, who smiles at the security guards. Yeah, he muttered. She's got people fooled. You didn't even believe me at first. He winced. I'm sorry. I nodded. It just hurts. I keep wondering if it's my fault. It's not. But I let her in. I trusted her with everything. He said again. Because you're a good person. She used that. I feel stupid. You're not. You're just hurt and angry and scared. I met his eyes. Yeah. The phone buzzed again. Mrs. Gomez. She said she's repainting the apartment. I told her that was strange. And she got flustered. She's trying to erase every trace of me. Sam stood again, pacing. Then we stop her. We find the cracks. We make her panic. I look down at my tea. I already am. He paused. You're not alone. I bit my lip, trying not to cry. I feel like I am, well, he said gently. Then I'll stay right here until we get your life back. Asterisk. Wait, Aver. Dorn blinked like he'd seen a ghost. I pushed through the crowd. Yeah, me. The actual one. Leela turned slowly. She wore my blue dress. The one Nana gave me. Oh my god, she said. Laughing, this is awkward. You weren't invited. I hissed. I was. Aveline got the invite, she said, raising her champagne. That's me. You're kidding, right? I turned to Natalie. Tell me she's not serious. Natalie raised a brow. Aver, are you okay? No. Because she's pretending to be me. Leela blinked innocently. Someone help her. She's clearly not well. Don't, I snapped. Don't act like I'm crazy. Leela tilted her head. Okay, but crushing a party, yelling at people, that's not exactly normal behavior. Doran looked between us. I thought you were in Chicago. Why would I be in Chicago? That's what Leela, I mean. Eva told me. She told you I moved to Chicago, that you had a work thing for like 6 months. I looked around the room. She lied. Natalie crossed her arms. Then prove it. I dug into my purse. Here, my birth certificate, my college ID, old emails. Leela rolled her eyes. You can fake anything these days. Why would I fake being myself? She stepped closer. Because you're obsessed. You followed me here. Again? I froze. Again? She's been doing this. Leela said calmly to the group. Popping up. Accusing me. It's scary. Honestly. That's not true. She hacked my social media. She said, voice trembling now, threatened me. My mouth dropped. You're lying. She used to be a friend. Leela added softly to the crowd now gathering. But then she snapped. Stop it, I begged. Leela whispered. You should have stayed quiet. I trusted you, poor thing. She said louder, still, clinging to this fantasy. Natalie stepped between us. Okay, I think you should go. I'm the reliever. Then why is her ID valid? Natalie held up a phone, showing Lila's DMV app. I couldn't speak. I don't know how she's doing this. I mumbled. But it's mine. My name. My life. People looked away, avoiding my eyes. Leela smiled like a queen who'd won a war. I backed away slowly. My legs didn't feel real. Outside, I ran. I didn't know where. Just away. By the time I stopped, I was in a dark parking lot behind a strip mall. I leaned on my car, then slid into the driver's seat. My hand shook. She erased me in front of everyone, and they let her. I locked the doors and crawled into the seat. My breath came out in short bursts. I stared at the steering wheel like a hat answers. Then my stomach growled. I hadn't eaten since that morning. Didn't even matter. This wasn't hunger. It was humiliation. I pulled my hoodie over my head and stared at the roof of the car. Tears came. Hot and silent. I wanted to scream, but I had nothing left. Eventually, my body gave up. I fell asleep curled in the back seat, cold air leaking through the windows. When I woke, it was still dark. My neck hurt. My feet were freezing. But for the first time in weeks, my head felt quiet. I sat up. She stole everything. My name, my voice, my friends, but not my mind, not my anger. I rubbed my hands together and whispered, okay, Leela, you want my life? I stared through the windshield. Then I'll show you what I do when someone takes it. I pulled up my phone and typed a note. Step 1, gather proof. Step 2, get into my apartment. Step 3, make her regret everything. My fingers hovered before I added the last line. Step 4, take it all back. And then I smiled. Not the polite smile I used to give her, but the kind that said I wasn't playing nice anymore. So you're saying she stole your identity? Harper said, tapping her pen. No, I'm saying she became me. I corrected. Name, bank accounts, everything. Okay, she said slowly. Do you have proof? Not yet. That's why I need help. Without solid evidence, emails, documents, surveillance, this won't go far in court. I'm working on that. Harper nodded. Good. But understand this, it's not a quick fix. Identity theft cases move slow. Emotion won't win. A judge, facts will. I don't care how long it takes. I just want my life back. And you'll get it, she said. But you'll need to be smart. Careful, I nodded. I'm not the same girl who let this happen. Her eyes softened. Then let's make sure she never wins again. Later that night, I sat in my car outside what used to be my apartment. Her lights were off. No car in the driveway. I clenched the steering wheel. All right, Aver, I whispered. Time to be the bad guy. I used the spare key I'd hidden under the back porch. She never found it. Of course she didn't. She was too busy stealing the obvious things. I stepped inside. The air smelled like my old vanilla candles. The bookshelf still had my favorite novels. My red mug was on the counter. But the pictures on the wall were hers now. Her with Darren, Her with Natalie. Her holding my dog. My throat tightened. I started with the closet. Files, old letters, shoeboxes, nothing. I checked under the bed. More of her clothes. A laptop. I opened it. It needed a password. Figures. I walked into the bathroom. Opened the medicine cabinet. My old prescriptions were still there but under her name. I took a picture. Then I saw it. A journal. Half hidden behind the toilet paper. Black leather. Initials pressed in gold. L.M. I hesitated. Then I opened it. Sometimes I wonder why Ava gets everything. She's average, sweet, but small. She doesn't know how to take up space. My chest tightened. But I do. I could be her. I could be better. I kept reading. I watched her passwords. I memorized her schedule. I said I was helping. But I was collecting. My hands shook. She trusts me too much. That's her weakness. She hands people the knife and turns her back. I stopped reading. This wasn't jealousy. It was obsession. A cold sort of admiration twisted into heat. She didn't want to be like me. She wanted to erase me. I took photos of every page. Then I recorded a voice memo, entry from Leila Monroe's journal, found in my old apartment, mentions tracking passwords and impersonation. My heart pounded. I stuffed the journal back and slipped out the door. Once in the car, I dialed Harper. Please, tell me you have something, she said. I found her journal. She wrote everything down. Everything. Passwords. Manipulation. She planned it for months. Good. Document it. Back everything up. I already did. And Ava, yeah, this is the part where it gets ugly. She's going to fight dirty. I'm done being quiet. There was a pause. You were never quiet. You were just polite. Not anymore. After I hung up, I stared out the windshield. The street looked normal. Trees swayed. Porch lights blinked on. But everything had changed. She thought I'd roll over, let her win, let her wear my skin while I disappeared. But I was still here. I pulled up my phone and started uploading files to a secure drive. Then I texted Sam. Me, remember when you said you weren't sure what to believe? Sam, yeah, me. I have proof now. I want you to see it. Sam, okay, I'm listening. That was enough. For now. I leaned back in my seat, closed my eyes, and exhaled. I didn't need her validation anymore. I didn't even want revenge. I wanted truth, and I was ready to scream it. Are you sure you want to do this? Mrs. Gomez whispered through the chain lock. I'm already in it, I said. And you said you saw her leave 10 minutes ago. She had her gym bag and that green water bottle. That usually means she's out for at least 2 hours. Perfect. She handed me a slip of paper. That's her updated planner. I copied it from the fridge while she was in the shower. Be careful. I will. Thank you. Mrs. Gomez, she smiled. No one ever thanks the old lady watching through the blinds. You're not just watching, I said. You're seeing. Inside, I moved quickly. I wasn't looking for more proof. I already had that. Now, I was studying her makeup, bag, her perfume, the way she organized her closet, dresses by length, shoes in clear boxes. Her life was a performance, and I was about to become her best act. 2 days later, I stared at my reflection in the bathroom mirror. My hair was her exact shade of caramel blonde now. I'd copied the way she curled it loose. Soft waves. I was wearing her shade of lipstick. The one she always said made her feel unbothered. I tilted my head. Hi, I'm Leila Monroe, I said, mimicking her voice. CEO, influencer, brand genius. It was creepy how easy it felt. I opened her journal again. Skimmed the parts about her skincare routine, her meditation app password, the way she always double texted Darren with a fake accidental emoji to seem cute. Gross. Still useful. I texted Darren using a new burner number. Hey babe, can we rush my 2 p.m.? Feeling off today, he replied fast. Of course, you okay? Yeah, just need rest. Thanks. Then I showed up to her 2 p.m. meeting in her clothes and heels. The client, a high-end jewelry brand rep, blinked twice. One. I walked in. Leela. Hi, sorry I'm late, I said, flipping my hair like I'd seen her do. Had a rough morning. We sat. She offered me coffee. I declined. Leila never drank caffeine before 4 p.m. according to her own notes. So, the rep said, sliding a folder over, "You're still good with the launch date." I smiled. "Actually, I've been thinking the whole aesthetic might be a little off-brand for us. Don't you think it's a bit dull?" She stiffened. "We've been working on this concept for 4 months." "I know," I said lightly, "but I feel like my audience might find it boring. I mean, silver and pearls, groundbreaking." Her mouth opened. Are you serious?" I just smiled wider. That night, I sat in my car, scrolling through Lila's Instagram. Her followers were dropping fast. I clicked her newest post, feeling out of it lately, trying to get back to myself. The caption read. Comments flooded in. "Girl, are you okay? Why are you acting different?" And followed, "You're giving fake vibes." I grinned. Then my phone buzzed. Doran. "Hey, this is random, but can we talk?" I hesitated, then replied, "Sure, what's up?" He called instead. "Hey," he said, "you sounded weird earlier. Not like yourself." I was tired. "Yeah, but not just that. Lately you've been hot and cold. Forgetting stuff. Showing up late." I waited. He continued. "And yesterday, you said you canceled that meeting, but the rep said you were rude. You never even told me you went." I let a beat pass. "Do you believe her?" "I don't know what to believe." Silence. "You know she used to be obsessed with me, right?" I asked. "What?" "She used to watch me work, take notes on how I walked, how I talked, said she admired me." Doran didn't speak. "Now she wears my clothes, lives in my apartment. Do you think that's normal?" "No, she wants to be me." Doran. "But I'm still here." He exhaled. "Then tell me the truth. Who am I talking to right now?" I hung up. I walked back into my motel room and opened my laptop. In one tab, Lila's social media. In the other, a blog draft under her name. Scheduled for midnight. Title: Why I Lied About My Past. My journey to reinvent myself. All her secrets. Buried in vague confessions. Enough to sound real. Just off enough to look unstable. She wanted to wear my life. Fine, I'd burn hers down first. "Name?" the officer asked, not looking up from the form. "Ava Lane." I said. He frowned. "You sure about that?" I didn't answer. He already knew what the report said. Harper met me outside the station. Arms folded, lips pressed tight. "You okay?" she asked. "I've been better. You're not being charged. They're calling it a misunderstanding for now." She told them I was stalking her. "She's smart. She's laying groundwork, making herself the victim." "I'm not surprised," I muttered. "You should be angry." "I am." She touched my arm. "Use it." Back at the cafe, I slid the journal across the table to Sam. He blinked. "What's this?" "Read the page I marked." He skimmed. His eyes widened. "Ava doesn't even know how easy she makes it. She trusts like a child. She never asked why I needed her rent logins. She just gave them." "Hilly, keep going." "She thinks I love her. She thinks I'm her sister, but she's just a skin I'm trying on. A test run." He looked up at me. "Jesus, Eva, do you believe me now?" His voice softened. Yeah, I do." I didn't realize I'd been holding my breath until it left me all at once. "You're brave." I feel like I'm barely holding it together. "That's the bravest kind of brave," he said. I almost cried. That night, my phone lit up at 2:14 a.m. Doran. She screamed at me, called me Ava, threw a glass at the wall. Then she sobbed for 20 minutes straight. I texted back. "Did she hurt you?" "No, just scared me." "She's unraveling." I stared at the screen. Her control was slipping. The mask was cracking. Another message came in. She said, "You loved me when I was her. You loved me." I didn't reply. What was there to say? Sam knocked on my car window the next morning. I jumped. "Sorry," he said, holding up coffee. "Peace offering." I opened the door. "You didn't have to." He slid in next to me. "I wanted to." I took the cup. "Thanks." "So, what now?" "I don't know." Keep collecting proof. Keep pushing. She's slipping. She won't. Go quietly, he said. I'm not afraid of noise anymore. He smiled. You were always stronger than her. I snorted. No one ever said that to me before. Then everyone else was blind. I looked at him. He looked back. And for the first time in weeks, I felt seen. Are you sure you want to go back there? Sam asked as we pulled up to the apartment building. I need to see it. Just once. From the outside, he stayed quiet. From the sidewalk, I stared at the balcony. My plants were dead. My wind chime was gone. Everything she touches dies a little. I said, you won't? He replied. I looked at him. You won't die in this. You'll get through it. I nodded. Even though I didn't feel it yet. He reached for my hand. I let him. Just for a moment. Just enough to remember what warmth felt like. Are you sure about this? Sam asked, hovering behind me as I adjusted the webcam. No, I said. But I'm doing it anyway. He didn't argue, just stepped back as I pressed record. My name is Ava Lane. I began, voice shaking. And for the past 6 months, I've been erased. Pause it, Sam said. 20 minutes later, I hit spacebar. Too much. No, just intense, real, especially the screenshots. I didn't even include everything. You don't have to. What you've got is enough. I glanced at the USB drive. Once it's out there, I can't take it back. And once it's out there, he said gently, you don't have to fight alone anymore. I uploaded it. 50,000 views. I whispered, scrolling, try 82, Sam said, holding up his phone and climbing. The comments poured in. This happened to my sister. You're so brave. Holy hell, she stole your life. I followed Leela for years. I had no idea. And some hurt, too. You're probably just jealous. You both sound crazy. But I kept scrolling until I saw it. I worked with Leela. She showed up with Ava's ID. I thought it was a stage name or something. My heart that ded.proof. Sam leaned over. You okay? I don't know. You're trending. God. And Harper says this strengthens your case. Later that night, Leela went live. Sam and I watched it on my laptop in the dark. Silence thick between us. She's not going to stay quiet, I said. Of course not. On screen, Leela adjusted her ring light and smiled. Hey babes, I know there's been some confusion, some slander. She kept it calm at first, smooth, practiced. Then someone commented, why does Ava have your social security card on video? She flinched. More comments flew in. Where's the dog? Leela, why'd you block her family? Show your ID. Her voice cracked. You think she's the victim. She's manipulative. She's always been jealous. I gave her everything. I stared, breath held. She was nothing before me. Nothing, she shouted. I made her. I let her in. And now she thinks she can just take my followers, my boyfriend, my life. Sam's eyes widened. She just said it out loud. She doesn't even realize it. I murmured. She's done. Leela was crying now, makeup streaking. This is who you believe. She choked. A nobody. She ended the stream. The silence afterward felt holy. I sat on the floor, phone in hand, but didn't touch it. You should be celebrating. Sam said softly, I thought I'd feel something. You don't. I feel tired. Like I've been holding my breath for months. And now I'm finally exhaling. He sat beside me. What's that? He asked, pointing. I touched the necklace around my neck. My mom gave it to me before she passed. It's beautiful. It's the only thing Leela didn't take. Why do you think she didn't? I shrugged. Maybe even she knew it wasn't hers to wear. He watched me. You're not a nobody, Ava. I know that. Now, we sat in the dark, our shoulders touching, the world buzzing around us through glass screens. I closed my eyes. Not in defeat. In peace. Darren left her, Sam said, dropping his phone on the table. I blinked. What? Posted a statement. Said, I never knew who she was, but now I do, and I'm done. I exhaled. Wow. Also, she lost her beauty brand deal this morning. The CEO reposted your video, called you an example of strength. I don't feel strong. You look it. I shook my head. It's not about looks. No, he said, smiling. But you wear survival-like armor. I didn't reply. My phone buzzed. Mrs. Gomez, the locksmith, just finished. Sweet girl, the apartment is all yours again. I texted back. Thank you for everything. Want me to come with you? Sam asked. I think I need to go alone. The door clicked open like it remembered me. I stepped inside and stared. My scent was gone. My books, my throw pillows, replaced by curated fakeness. But the light through the window was still mine. I opened the closet. Empty hangers. In the bathroom drawer. Her toothbrush, her perfume. I dropped them in the trash. That night, I sat on the floor, legs crossed, pen in hand. I used to write to make sense of things. I whispered to myself. Now I write to remind myself I wasn't crazy. She's spiraling, Sim said 2 days later, showing me a video of Leela sobbing in a car. She's always spiraling. I muttered, you're not going to press charges. No, he blinked. Seriously, I don't want her in my life. Even through a courtroom, she tried to destroy you, and I'm still here. He looked at me, then slowly nodded. That's the most Aver answer ever. No, I said quietly. It's not. It's the new me. You sure you're ready? He asked on the rooftop. For what? He moved closer. For a world where you get to be you again. I never stopped being me. I just had to fight for the right to show it. His hand brushed mine. Can I kiss you? I smiled. You're really asking. I don't assume. Then yes, when our lips met. It wasn't fireworks. It was something better. Safe. Solid. Real. I posted one last video. No drama. Just me. In my space. Holding the journal. I won't say her name. I told the camera because she doesn't deserve the airtime. But I'm telling this for someone else. The next girl who's gaslight, erased, manipulated. You're not imagining it. And you're not alone. I paused. And you're allowed to get angry, to fight back. Just do it smart. And when it's over, don't carry her with you. I touched my necklace. She's not worth the rent. I liked that last line. Sim said. I meant it. He leaned on the counter beside me. So, what now? I don't know. You want to write a book? Maybe. Call it The Girl She Couldn't Replace. I laughed. That's cheesy. You love cheesy. Maybe I do. I looked out the window. Whatever's next, I said. It's mine. And this time, no one's taking it. You sure you want to do this here? Sam asked, nudging my shoulder as we stood across from the bookstore window. I'm sure. It's just, this story holds some memories. Exactly why I picked it. I said, lifting my camera. I hit record. Hey, I said to the lens. I'm Aver. Still Aver. Sam gave me a thumbs up behind the phone. This street used to feel like a trap. Now, it's just a street. Nothing more. I paused, then looked around. Funny how places lose their power when you stop letting fear hold the keys. You're getting good at those, he said, sipping his coffee as we sat on the bench outside. I don't shake as much now, still. Right first, every time, I said, helps me sort the anger from the facts. Still angry, sometimes, mostly sad, for the girl I used to be. He reached for my hand. She didn't die, you know, she evolved. Maybe, or maybe I burned her to build something new. Either way, he said, you're kind of incredible. I looked at him, kind of, okay, fully, later. I hit publish on my latest blog post. 5 signs you're not crazy. When their gaslighting youth comments came quickly, this saved me. I thought I was alone. Thank you, Aver. Sam walked in, towel around his neck, hair still damp from the shower. You're glowing, he said. It's the blog. Or maybe the revenge. He grinned. Healthy revenge. New trend. Speaking of trends, I said, did you see the news? He leaned over my laptop. She lost another sponsorship. Yup, and her apartment. Rumor says she trashed it before moving out. Sim let out a low whistle. She always liked dramatic exits. She's not the show anymore. No, he said, kissing my temple. You are. Sometimes I still see her online. Clips of old campaigns, putty poses, manufactured charm. But no one's watching like before. Do you miss her? Sam asked once. When I lingered too long, no. Not even a little. I miss who I was. Before her, before all of it, he nodded. That makes sense. But that girl was soft, trusting, naive. She wasn't weak, no. But she didn't know people like Leela existed. And now you do, and now, I said. So does everyone else. Mrs. Gomez still left flowers by my door. You remind me of my daughter, she told me. Once, before the world got mean, I hugged her. Thank you for believing me. Wasn't hard, she said. She walked like she owned everything. You walk like you earned it. Sam found an old picture of me pre-Leela. Look at this. Kid, he said, handing it over. I stared at it, wide-eyed, full of light. No armor yet. She had no idea. I murmured. She didn't need to. Because future you had her back, I smelled. Blinking fast. You're getting good at this. I've had a great teacher. One night, I dreamt she was standing outside my window. Same smirk. Same red lips. You think you won, she said. I didn't speak. You'll always be nothing without me. Then I woke up, sweating, shaking. Sam stood beside me. Nightmare, not really. I whispered, just a memory, pretending it still matters. He wrapped an arm around me. She doesn't get to haunt you anymore. I know, but I still needed to say it out loud. She doesn't own me. Say it again, he murmured. She doesn't own me. I wrote it in my journal that morning. I didn't lose myself. I found the version of me she never saw coming. You gonna keep the blog going? Sam asked as we packed for a weekend trip. Absolutely. Gonna write a book too. Thinking about it. Memoir or thriller. Depends on the ending, I said, smiling. He tossed a hoodie in the bag. Well, if it has a happy one. Count me in, you already are. We walked past a group of girls at the park. One whispered something, then waved at me. That's her, I heard. Hi, I called back. Their eyes widened. Thank you, one of them said. Your story, your video changed everything for me. I nodded. Heartful, you're not alone, they smiled. And for once, I didn't feel like a ghost in someone else's story. I was me, ever, again. And I'll say this, for the record, I didn't just take her life back. I made sure she'd never steal another one.